haven't been here for a bit. I don't know. Last year I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the YouTube life. I wasn't feeling like recording stuff. I just wanted to do stuff and get stuff done. I think this year one of my goals is just to like chill out a bit more and like spend the time to record things and show you guys and knit it, and maybe like it's not gonna be like a video a week or anything, but it'll be more than last year, which was like, I don't even know, maybe 1 or 2 videos I did last year. Oops. I thought I'd jump back into it. I think I was getting a bit frustrated with like YouTube demonetizing my videos. Just the audio apparently I was using was just like not correct, which is weird because I was taking it from YouTube's audio library, so I'm not quite sure what's happening there. Anyway, I'm going to be making a baby cardigan in this video. It seems to be baby season at the moment. Everyone's having a baby, so I'm making cardigans. I already just finished one. Didn't take that long. That's it. This is the Drops, I think it's called Sweet Gleam pattern. It's a free pattern on their website. You can go and check it out. And this is what I knit up. It's so freaking cute, and I just thought it'd be cute to make a video on this because it's small, it'll be easy to make, it's quick. So this one is unblocked. I don't even have any other like words for it other than small and cute. I actually think this is like the first Drops pattern I've finished as well. I've even weaved in all my, no I haven't weaved in all my ends. So I'm actually making another one because someone asked me to make one. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. I'm really excited. And they're like, I'm gonna pay you money. And I'm like, I'll take it. I started this without showing you guys, but I've just worked the collar here and then I've started on the yoke here. So I haven't gotten too far. I've done a few increases. So that's basically what it is. But the free pattern is on the Drops website that you can go and check out for yourself. I've never really like done commissions. I've always just written patterns and then sold those, but I've never really thought about doing it because it was just way too difficult to figure out what to charge. I asked a few friends about what they charged and what they thought was the best, and some of them said that charging per meter was a pretty good idea, which I quite enjoyed. So I'm gonna go with that. But right now it's dinner time, so I'm gonna eat some dinner and then I'm gonna knit. Last night I got distracted and ended up playing games, and I didn't end up knitting too much more. I did knit a little bit more. I think yesterday I left you like here somewhere and I've knit like that much now. So I just need to knit a bit more of this ribbing and then I will be ready to continue on. I also haven't watched Outlander yet, the last 2 episodes, so I think I'll put them on and watch those.
War is inevitable, and death is too.
I just found a mistake, so I'm gonna frog it back. I only have to frog back to here, but so as I've been working on this, I've actually been weighing my yarn as I go so that I can determine how much yarn I'm using at each section. So I made up this little spreadsheet here and I'm going to be working out sort of like as exact as I can, and I'm going to figure out how much yarn I'm using, how many hours it took me, and then what I want to charge the client in the end. If you charge per hour and a garment takes like minimum, you know, like could be 20 hours. This one probably won't be 20 hours, but you know, it could cost 20, it's 20 hours and $24 an hour. It's just gonna be so much, and I just don't think anyone will pay for it. It's probably what it's worth, but people won't pay for it. Like, it's just, it is what it is. I've been using a spreadsheet to just put in everything. So basically the way I've set it up here is that I am going per meter. What that means is that I will have an entire library or catalog of my stitch types, the yarn weights, and then how I'm working them. And what I'm doing is I am timing each section to see how long it takes me to work 1 meter, and then from this I can determine all the rest of this stuff in here and pop it into here based on the yarn that I'm using. So far I haven't done a 1x1 rib. I haven't timed myself doing that yet. So right now that's empty, but at the moment, just the section I've worked, if I wanted to charge someone now for my 1 hour and 34 minutes of work, it's more than that because I haven't filled in this time down here. It would currently be $24 if I went per meter and materials, or $46 if I charged per hour. So I think this is like a pretty good idea of what to charge. I think it's so handy. I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna like refine this a bit more, but right now I just wrote this up for myself so that I can know what I'm doing at the moment. So I'm realizing that I think my camera is actually tilted on, I can see it like that on my thing, and this tripod's a bit flimsy, so all my footage is going to be a bit like So if I put in now how many grams I used on the body, that'll now change, and I've worked about 3 hours and 4 minutes on the body, so that's about one and a half hours or so, something like that I've worked on the body in stockinette stitch flat, which sounds about right because I watched 4 episodes of Goosebumps, which are about 40 minutes each. So I know in the first episode I was eating lunch, and then I was knitting on and off in between, taking stretch breaks, going to the toilet, sitting there on my phone. So in between all of that, the hours I worked was an hour and a half of just stockinette if I was just to sit and work. And that's also, mind you, if it's at the same pace as well, which it probably wouldn't have been because I am a bit tired, it's afternoon, so I probably went a bit slower. So it probably did take a bit longer, but it will all balance out in the end anyway. Okay, I've worked a bit more now since I last saw you guys, and I've worked this sleeve up now, and I'm working on the other sleeve now currently. I have the mini needles, the little denim Knit Pro miniature ones, and even those were like a bit too big for a baby sleeve, so I had these needles. I don't know where I got them from, just these small wooden ones that I happen to use. I think they're sock needles. So far where I'm up to, so I'm almost done. I've got a few more rows. It'll take like an hour or so to finish this. I also went out and got some buttons, and I thought they were cute because it's for a boy. I thought it was like a nice sort of they feel handmade. I don't know, I really liked it, but turns out they don't really fit on that button band. Like, it's not going to look that great on the button band, so I'm probably not going to use these. I'm going to try and find smaller ones. These were the only size they had. They did have smaller ones, but they were sold out, so I went with these hoping for the best, but they did not have the smaller one. So I might even think about going to another shop to see if they have it in stock, because I actually really love these. The other one I was thinking were these ones, little tortoise-shelly sort of button. Hey puppy. Oh, it's a bit hot, isn't it? Poor baby. Wait, why does my hand look like it's full of warts?
What's that?
My hand looks like it's full of warts.
Really?
Here, my finger.
Your hand?
My finger.
Oh, no, that's... What is that?
It does feel like...
Those are like divots in your hand. What they hurt or anything, or...
Oh, maybe they are divots.
Were you resting on anything?
What?
I'm trying to match it up. I can see like...
I'm trying to think of what I...
Okay.
Maybe something on the tripod?
Maybe. Look, give it half an hour.
I know my warts hang out here.
No, not what. That's not warts. It's like little hive things.
Your
But they
hive
don't feel
thing.
raised. Keep an eye on them. Give it half an
What
hour.
did I just grab?
Don't know.
My camera, my tripod, my knitting, my buttons. So that is done. And this is how much yarn I have left over. I haven't weighed it yet though. I actually did buy another ball of yarn just in case. And I think I'm going to make like a little hat or beanie or accessory to go with it, because I think it'd be really cute, and I'll just throw that in for free for the person I'm making it for, because I just love matching little baby stuff. So I think I'm going to do that as well. Also, these are the needles I ended up using on the sleeve. So these are the shorties I have in the set. See if I have it here with me. The Denim Knit Pro ones, and they are that big, but I actually have like this, which is even smaller, but this isn't interchangeable. This is just on its own little cable. So it is actually even like smaller than my minis, which is so cute. But this is what I use for the sleeve because it was sort of the perfect size. So I think I'm gonna have to use this for the hat as well. I get the feeling this might be too big. I'm gonna go find a hat pattern. I don't have one yet. I kind of really love this one here with the little, it's got little ear flaps on it, but I want to get something that sort of matches here. So I actually think I'm just going to go for a ribbed pattern here. Just a very easy little ribbed hat to throw in there. She is having a nice little bath in here. Just make sure you get all of those fibers. So my cardigan just finished blocking, and I thought it would block a lot quicker, to be honest, because it was like so hot the last few days. But anyway, it's finished blocking, and then I weighed the final garments and it was like a little bit different. It was about 2 grams off of what I weighed when I was doing each section. What I mean by that is here on this where I've got the total grams, I weighed each section, and this is what I weighed when I weighed just the ball of yarn. After each section, it ended up being 101 grams, whereas when I weighed the total of the garment, it ended up being less, which, like, it's not too bad because it's 2 grams. By the way, this took me about 4 days to finish the garment, just because I was trying to weigh everything, measure everything, record everything so that it would all be there. Because it's been a couple of days, I don't know what I've talked about already, but I think that if you knit a garment for someone, it should be that if you want to charge per meter, which is what I'm going to do, I'll knit it for you, but I can give it to you in this time frame, and you can't really always demand it. Now, if someone is like way ahead and they're like, oh, I need this in a year or whatever, that's great. If you do charge by hour, which you can, then your only focus is that garment, and you have to spend like day and night working on it non-stop and making sure that that is your priority, because your time is the hours that you're putting into it. But having said that as well, I think the knitting calculator is also really good if like you just want to put garments online to sell. Like if you made something and you're like, okay, I spent this much time and this many meters and this many hours, you can just figure out what you want to do and sell it online. But anyway, these are just the thoughts I had when I was making this, and that's it. It turned out so cute and I love it so much, and I want to make more baby stuff now. I know you're all like, oh, she left a tail, but I did that deliberately because I'm actually going to fold it over and fold it like that, so it's more like a really cute little beanie like that, so I can use that to seam it down. I really can't wait to give it to the person. So freaking cute.